Hey guys, welcome back to South 10 Beer Reviews. I'm Tyler. Thank you guys again for stopping by for another review. We're going to do another one from Bearded Iris. We've done a lot of Nashville beers as of late, so we're going to stick to it. This is going to be their Imperial IPA by the name of Mind Changer. This is a 10% alcohol by volume Imperial IPA / Triple IPA in my book. This one says Mosaic, Lotus, and Cashmere. So, should be a fun beer. I like me some Bearded Iris Triple IPAs. This one comes in at 10%, like I said. As far as the description on it, it says, get lost in Mind Changer's overlapping Lotus, Cashmere, and Mosaic layers that reveal cavernous notes of rhubarb pie, watermelon candy, and smooth orange creamsicle. So, take that for what it's worth. This is coming in at 4.09 on Untapped. As far as the canned on date, this one is from July 23rd, so we're just over a month old. This one's been sitting out for a few minutes now. It's very warm in this garage, so it's very sweaty. But take a look at that can art again. The lights might be kind of bright on it, but I really like it. It looks nice. Definitely one of my favorite Bearded Iris can art, or can labels, whatever you want to say, that I've seen. So, let's go ahead and get this one poured. I'm excited about this one. It's gonna... Alright. We'll get the rest. Before we go, comes in a little less hazy than some of the other Bearded Iris beers I'm used to seeing. I can see my shadow through it. I can see the light through it a little bit. It's just a nice light gold. Take a look at it. Nice, wonderful, bright white, soap sudsy head on there. Yeah, nice looking beer. Nice looking beer. In case you didn't know, Bearded Iris is out of Nashville. Just to let you guys know. But let's go ahead and shove our nose in this one. Yeah, definitely different. That's the first word that comes to mind. A lot of New England style IPAs, or Bearded Iris New England style IPAs, to be specific, come off very citrus forward, very tropical. This one is a bit different. I do get like a generic berry note. I don't want to say blueberry per se, but just smells like a berry of some kind. It's like a doughy, bready malt. There are some little bit of citrus in there as well. Citrus, tangerine, maybe even just like a light grapefruit. Yeah, I mean, it smells good. It doesn't blow me away. It's not exploding out of the glass, but it definitely has an interesting aroma to it. Different from what I'm used to with Bearded Iris. So let's go ahead and taste it. Cheers. Sorry about that. I had some difficulties. The memory card was full. But yeah, this one is definitely different than a lot of the other Bearded Iris beers that I've had. And a lot of different than a lot of the New England style IPAs that I drink on a regular basis. There's some kind of different fruit thing going on in the beginning. It's not like dominated by citrus fruit like I'm used to. I guess it's maybe just more along that line of berry, a generic berry character. Yeah, it's hard to pinpoint with that. I know they mention rhubarb pie, watermelon candy. On the back end, I definitely get something that maybe that's what they're considering, the watermelon candy. The back end, there's definitely something distinct. Maybe that's what it is. I could see that. I'm not going to jump on board and completely say, yes, this is watermelon candy. But, they, mentioned it as a descriptor for the flavor. And, I could see where they're coming from on that one. But I stand by and thinking it's got like a generic berry thing going on. And that's kind of what I noticed up front. A little bit of bitterness on the mid palate there. A little bit of pop of bitterness. It goes away rather quickly. It's got a nice, almost like a sweet tropical fruit thing going on in the back end. Along with that, that watermelon. I guess you consider that tropical. I mean, I would think that maybe, but who knows. But yeah, then it dries up pretty quickly. So, I was hoping for a little more out of this one. I will say, with the alcohol content, it does not drink like 10%. I mean, you could drink this very easily. It could be a very dangerous beer, so be careful, when you're drinking these 10%ers, especially when they don't drink like 10%. But, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, the way I would describe it from start to finish, it hits me with like a, I keep saying generic. It's just like a generic berry character. Blueberry, whatever you want to, however you want to word it. It does have mosaic in it. Some people get blueberry out of it. The harvests each year can tend to, give different flavors than their, previous years. But I do get a berry character. And then mid palate, you get like a bitterness, pop of bitterness. It almost reminds me of like a citrus or like an orange pith. Some kind of like orange rind or something like that, mid palate. And then, yeah, like they mentioned, I guess you could say you get a little bit of like a watermelon-y thing. It's very interesting, very different. And then that's on the back end, and then it kind of dries out. So, with it being 10%, I expected a little bit more residual sweetness on the back end because I'm assuming this, I don't know what the gravity was, but a lot of times triple IPAs tend to be pretty sweet. And, this one does have a little bit, but I feel like that pop of bitterness, the mid palate definitely helps. And then it does dry up a little bit quicker than you would expect with a triple IPA or Imperial IPA as they're calling it. So, yeah, decent beer. I've had better from Bearded Iris, but, I have no real complaints. Like I said, I expected a little bit more. I wanted it to be a little bit more juice forward, a little bit more, thicker mouthfeel. I was hoping for like a pillowy New England style IPA, but it's not, and that's fine. We find good things out of every beer we drink, so that's kind of our motto around here. So anyway, but yeah, guys, let me know if you've had this one. Let me know if you thought it was kind of different for Bearded Iris. I'd like to hear from you. And but when it all comes to push comes to shove, I would definitely recommend it if you have access to it. I don't know if I would necessarily trade for it or seek it out, but if you see it at your local store, pick it up. Mostly that's going to be in Tennessee. But anyway, guys, yeah, I recommend you trying it. It's a decent beer. It's interesting. That's about it. So that's another one. So another review in the books. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the video. Sorry. And if you did, maybe consider subscribing. So we will see you guys in the next one. But until then, like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. See you next time. Cheers.